Plenty of forwards in the front half of the field. John Bow on pole and alongside Glenn Seaton in car number 30. The start will be critical for Seaton. He's off the line and I think he was away quicker or marginally quicker than Bow. But look at Dickie Johnson come up to split them between and Brock goes down the outside. It's going to be a tight first turn. Escape moves to the outside and a couple make a move up on the inside. Into the first turn, the two Shell Falcons. Seaton gets a bit of the rub there from Dick Johnson, who got off to a blinding start. One of the Shell cars has gone completely off the track as they head down to the next right-hander.
So that was Dickie Johnson. There was a big clash there between Seaton and car 17. They both ended off in the scrub. Seaton getting back onto the track quicker than Johnson. There's the other Shell Ford miles back. There's another one off in the road. Nicholas David Attard. Boy, oh boy, they're leaning on each other every which way on this opening lap.
Yes. Let's have a look at this on the replay, race cam. Up on the inside goes Johnson. There's a bang there by the look of it with Seaton as they make the exit out of there. Car is sideways.
Dick heads right off into the scrub. Seaton gets it back on the island. Dick back in the race, but a long way back.
I think Dick saw shades of blue coming up alongside him, and he lost his concentration there for a minute. He certainly shouldn't have landed up on the grass there with that kind of a move, but nevertheless it's left Peter Brock in a chance now to really put some heat on Seaton. It's Brocky or Seaton for second place.
John Bow may have won the championship in the first heat, but second place and a very prestigious second place this year in the championship. Still open between Brock and Seaton. They're locked on points, so whoever crosses the line first gets second position.
Well, this bloke running second, Brocky, would be just so thankful of Dick Johnson.
Yeah.
And everyone will accuse Johnson of deliberately taking out Seaton. But it's certainly been a bonus for Peter Brock because he's going to lock up second. Back behind him is Mark Scaife. But John Bow gets away as Dick Johnson comes into the pits. He wouldn't be all that happy and probably would have a little bit of tyre damage as well. Might get a word with him down in the pits because the engine just is off.
Sounded quiet. Here we are with Peter Brock throwing it around, certainly in a happier position than he was in the first heat. He missed the start on the first heat off the front row. He should have had a better chance at it, but whatever selection tires he chose in the first heat didn't serve him well.
Notice the oil flags were out over the dog leg that time. Bit of oil down somewhere. Doesn't seem to be affecting them too badly. So Bow now gets Brock in his rear view mirror. There's plenty of Holden fans and plenty of Brock fans here today, let me tell you. And they're going to be singing from the houses if they can pull this one off.
We'll look back through the field now as Bow leads Brock. Mark Scaife is the next one. Then we have the first of the Coca-Cola cars going through. Larry Perkins. Then I think it is Seaton that's wound his way back on track again. He's got a lot of passing to do. So, and Steve Reed also in there. Kevin Waldock has been able to start in the Komatsu Falcon. He goes through, missed the first heat.
Oh, look how hard Bow's driving there. You almost like air getting under the front of the car, really pounding on the suspension as he turns up toward the hill. He's driving very, very hard.
I think he's probably really enjoying this as the best heat of the whole year. Doing a few things he probably wouldn't otherwise dare do.
Well, you can hear the crowd. They're already starting to warm up. Some cheers coming. They can see Brock's fast and competitive here. Second position. Ford versus Holden going right down to the wire in this final heat of the 95 championship.
John Bow knows when he has Peter Brock at this distance so early in the race that consistency is one of the Brock trademarks, and he may just ever so slowly start creeping down on John's bumper bar. He won't want to throw his Dunlop car around too much.
Well, that alignment problem he had in the opening heat certainly doesn't seem to be affecting him now. Quick fix from the HRT boys. The car very quick. He's just fired off a 1.9 dead, which is a very, very fast time in race trim. So Bow really have the gun sights pointed at him right now.
Yes, I think Brock's closing on him perceptibly here every corner.
He drives this place well too, Brock. That was the bonus, picking up a couple of cars in the first corner.
Well, good start from Mark Scaife and an equally great start from Neil Crompton, up to fourth position. So finished ninth, pulls it back into the garage, some work going on there, and the car looking very quick in the opening laps of this second heat.
John Bow for the Shell team continues to lead. One member of the Shell team is in the pits with AJ.
Thanks, Mike. A day of mixed fortunes, I guess, Dick. Number two's out there leading, championship winner this year, but your steering's gone and that's it.
Well, the job's done before the start of the race, and there's two of us just vying for the same piece of road, and and the track just wasn't wide enough, and so we had it coming together, and it's just bent the steering on the car.
You should enjoy watching the rest of this race, though.
Yeah, I think I might, actually.
His job's done for the day.
Well, Dick Johnson puts plenty of energy into this team. We mustn't forget who's the owner and who does a lot of the majority of the decision making. Let's face it, these teams are not put together.
Very much a hands-on experience for Dickie Johnson. We take GIO race cam aboard Crompton's Cokes number 7, and he's under fire here. He's gone a little bit wide. Some of the cars sneaking up on the inside of him. And it was.
I'll tell you who it is. It's the baby-faced assassin. He's just split Crompton, and he's now up on the tail of Larry Perkins saying, let me through. I want a shot at the lead after being taken out in the first corner.
And Crompton one out, one back. Two of them pushing through, coming off the bridge that time, so he gets shuffled back 2 places. Larry Perkins, increase in speed here with Seaton breathing right down his neck. Sticks a couple of wheels up on the rebel strips, gets some air under the car. And Glenn really has been quite untidy all day, huh?
Yes, it hasn't been a happy Falcon for him this weekend. He's fighting with it. It's a bit uncharacteristic, but perhaps they've been trying something that they felt they needed for this weekend.
Really closes on Perkins there under brakes for Coca-Cola Corner, under the bridge. And
zigzagging there. He got outfoxed Larry on that move and pulled in. There's Mazera's just spun off.
Thomas, he's been a bit on the quiet side today.
So Seaton moves up to 4th position. Perkins in 5th, Crompton in 6th. Seaton on a real charge here.
Problems for Stephen Johnson. Car number 19 had a huge launch, missed the flip-flop completely and straight down through the grass and out on the racetrack again. So it hasn't been the happiest of days for young Stephen. He's usually as safe as the Bank of England, but he's just had a couple of offs. And probably a big ask of him too, I will say that, to throw him in the car 1 or 2 starts out from Bathurst, just in the touring car final. Here comes the battle of Mark Scaife and Seaton. And Seaton is on an absolute roller. He's been that far back in the pack, but he's charging. And this is what I call racing, not just conserving and sitting there namby-pamby. This is racing. Look at this.
He's trying, not the place to try it there, Glenn.
Down the inside, son.
Here we go.
Scaife knows he's there. Scaife will give way. Wasn't too far wrong with that one, was it?
That was a fair enough dart. That was a bit nervy there over the dog leg, but he's obviously got the dandruff up, and he wants to get onto Brocky's tail.
Seaton 3rd, yep.
Mark doing some slipstreaming, taking advantage of that tailwind he's getting.
Just under 2 seconds now behind Brocky. Just saw Brock duck out of shot at the bottom of the screen there. He's got him in his sights. This is a very spirited, very competitive drive from Seaton.
And I posed the question, if he's come from so far back and he can pass Brock, can he pass Bow? There's one of the Coca-Cola. That's Wayne Gardner facing the wrong direction, sitting on the grass in the Coke Commodore.
Got some damage on the front of the car there too. It looks a bit of a tap.
Yeah. He wouldn't be the first today or the last.
He's got that front bonnet crumpled up. Might be wise to take that careful.
Well, the gap down under 2 seconds, I think, now between second place Brock. And there's Seaton. Oh, he's going gangbusters.
Yes, he is gaining.
There's Mark Scaife going through, and there's the gap then back to Larry Perkins in the Castrol Commodore. Larry goes through the right-hander. He's in chase, but out of touch really with the leading runners today. Some days it works well, and he was far more in touch with them in the early part of the season. But this second half of the season has been all about the forwards. There's no two ways about it.
Well, he's not whinging, but Larry does claim that the Dunlops don't work as well on a Commodore as they do on a Falcon.
Well, we'll have a look into that. Let's take a look on the Shell race score. Johnny Bower leads it. Peter Brock is about stationary in second. Glenn Seaton is the one on the move in third, followed by Scaife and